Students, animals living in different habitats have different body structures that fit according to the habitat they live in. Now let us discuss about the body structures of different animals living in different habitats. Students, you all know that a tiger has to chase and run after these animals before it kills them. A tiger has long and strong legs to walk and run on the land.
Similarly, animals like the lion and the leopard also have long and strong legs to walk and run on the land.
Students, a zebra also has long and strong legs to walk and run on the land. When a tiger chases a zebra to kill it, it escapes with the help of its legs.
Animals like the buffalo, the deer, the goat, and the sheep also have long and strong legs to walk, run, and escape their enemies. So, all the land animals have legs to walk and run on land. They also use their legs to escape their enemies.
Students, look at this yak. A yak lives in the cold mountain region. The fur on the body of the yak can trap air in them. Air trapped in between the fur do not allow the cold to enter its body. So, thick fur on the body of the yak protects it from the cold in the mountain region.
Animals like sheep and mountain goat also have thick fur on their bodies. Their fur also protects them from the cold of the mountain region.
Students, a polar bear also has thick fur on its body to protect itself from the cold in the polar region. Thick fur on the body of the polar bear traps air. The air trapped in between the fur does not allow the cold from the outside to enter its body.
A polar bear also has a thick layer of fat under its skin. This thick layer of fat does not allow the heat inside the body to come out. So, the fur and the thick layer of fat together help the polar bear to keep its body warm.
Students, the seal also lives in the polar regions, but it doesn't have fur on its body like the polar bear. It has only a thick layer of fat under its skin. This layer of fat helps it to keep its body warm. Students, none of you can live for a single day without food and water. But a camel can live for weeks without food and water. The camel lives in the hot desert. In the hot deserts, there is scarcity of food and water. Do you know how a camel can live for so many days without food and water? Well, let me tell you. Students, a camel eats lots and lots of food and drink lots and lots of water when it gets food and water to eat. A camel has a round, fleshy part at its back. It is called the hump. A camel stores the food it eats in its hump. A camel also has water pouches in its body to store water. When there is no food nor water to eat or drink in the deserts, the camel gets energy from the food stored at its hump and the water from the water pouches in its body.
So, a camel can survive for weeks in the hot desert without food and water.
Students, animals like the snake, the rat, and the mole live in holes. Animals like the hedgehog and the wild rabbit also live in holes, but their holes are bigger than that of the rat and the mole. The holes of hedgehog and wild rabbit are called burrows.
Animals living in burrows are called burrowing animals. So, the hedgehog and the wild rabbit are burrowing animals.
Most animals that live in holes and burrows dig their holes and burrows themselves. These animals have sharp nails on their toes to dig holes. Similarly, their pointed mouths help them to enter their holes easily.
A snake does not make its hole itself. It lives in the hole made by other animals. It has a smooth body that helps it to enter the hole easily.
Students, our body is covered with skin, is it not? But the body of the snake is covered with scales. Scales help the snake to crawl from one place to another. Students, this is an earthworm. You can see earthworms mostly in the rainy season. An earthworm lives in the soil which is not dry.
The soil which is not dry is called moist soil. So, an earthworm lives in moist soil.
An earthworm has many segments in its body.